Good morning, everybody. Oh, out, there's a rock in my shoe. Stand by. Okay, so like I was saying, good morning, everybody. I want to show you all the projects I got cooking here. Other day, went on Marketplace, saw a young gentleman selling a 1032 Jon Boat with a 30-pound trolling motor and a battery, and yeah, I reckon that's about all he gave me. So I went and scooped it up pretty quickly. See, my trailer's covered in mud. Unfortunately, I had my GoPro on the back of my truck. What didn't happen was my buddy did not strap the boat down as tightly as he thought he did, and the boat came flying off and went sliding down a muddy road in the rain, and I had to pick it back up and get it back on the trailer in the rain. So I brought it home, washed it off, and I had some white Flex Seal laying around. The kid said it held water, but I ain't trusting no stranger, so I Flex Sealed the rivets, just 2 coats with the white that I had laying around. And I'm going to flip the boat over here momentarily and show you what it looks like on the inside and tell you my plans for it. Alright, so we're back. Flipped it over. Now you can see front of the boat, it's got a little tiny deck. One rib is busted, but he again swears it doesn't leak. Not trusting that, so we're going to get that sorted out. And I'm going to get some, it looks like transom's probably pretty good, but that'll probably get replaced. But I'm going to get everything you need to make this a cool little skiff. I don't have a name for it. It's got these sweet aluminum aftermarket bench seats that somebody has zerped onto there. I'm going to be taking those off because I'm a big boy. This is only 32 inches wide and 10 feet long, and that seems like a pretty high center of gravity to me. So I will be rigging up something different than these seats, and we'll figure out. I mean, I swear they might just sell little seats like this, but they look like little bleachers. I mean, they are. That's bleacher seating from like a high school stadium. So yeah, but stay tuned for this because I'm going to do it in little segments. The next thing that's coming is I've got a gallon of the gray Flex Seal, like the Battleship gray, and we're going to Flex Seal the ass out of this thing. And then before I put any more money into it, we're going to water test it and see what it does. My buddy who came with me to buy this thing swears he saw holes and daylight in it. Not a ton of them. He said 2 pinholes, but I'm not seeing anything. But he's shorter than me, so he was closer to the boat. Well, I was going to show you guys that the trolling motor works. I know it does because I had the battery charging off of my truck because my trickle charger took a shit. I'm waiting on a new one to get here, and it worked. The kid had the prop, but he didn't have the pin or the nut. I found the pin and I bought the nut, but apparently when I tested this, it was hooked to my truck battery and charging, so I just thought this battery had some juice and was good, but I think it might actually be cooked. I just tried to hook it up and nothing happened, so that's a bummer. Initially my plan was, well, I've got a 10-foot boat and an 8-foot trailer. I'll just use this trailer. And I never thought I'd say, man, this trailer is too much trailer for this boat. But it really is. So let me show you something else I got in the fire real quick. Alright, cut to a couple days later. I was on Marketplace, not looking for a new trailer. And I was scrolling through just my regular Facebook feed. And my buddy was getting rid of this for $60. And he tows his motorcycles and lawnmowers around on it. He didn't need it anymore. He said he bought it for $100 a couple of years ago. Now, I want to say it's a little rough around the edges, but it's just really been sitting, and it's more or less the look. The wood is solid, except for that little nugget that's missing there, but that ain't no big deal. It is... Oh, is the tire flat? Okay, so it needs new tires and new rims. Those will be coming. I'm gonna get those brand new. That one's flat, and he said it had a tube in it, put in it a year ago. But I don't really know the dimensions of this thing. It seems to be pretty homemade, but it's solid. And whatever I do, I'm gonna paint match it to go with the boat, because my other trailer has sides and the tailgate and everything, which not that big of a hassle, but this one doesn't have any of that. I can just pick the boat up and set it like off and on this trailer when I want to. So there'll be a whole restoration video on this trailer, and then eventually everything coming together. I wanted to show you this. I thought this was interesting. This is so old school that when he popped it off his truck yesterday, it doesn't really... I've never seen one like this, but I'm only 43. I guess that's the safety latch. I was looking for like a pin to go through here, but it's got some kind of old school latch on it. So he was using this wire. He said he was using the wire to hold that down so it doesn't move. We'll probably have to figure out something a little safer here. But yeah, so by my estimation, I figure this is probably, well, I guess I could probably guess by the boards. If those are 2x6s, probably. So that's 6 and 6, 6 and 6, 6. I don't know. They might not be. I'm probably doing the math wrong. I figure this trailer is probably about 4.5 feet wide and 6.5 feet long, maybe 7 foot long. The boat is 10 foot, so it can hang a little bit off either side, and it'll be fine. But I can't even wait to start working on this thing. I ordered everything online. You think that's more convenient, but then when you want to do something in a timely fashion, you gotta wait. Now, underneath here you can see it's got, looks like they're probably just car springs, but they kind of look like coilovers off of, or not coilovers, but like drop springs off of something. And then it's also got the leaf springs and some shocks on there. So, oh, both tires are flat. Well, he was really just... I didn't plan on using this anytime soon, and I know what size tires I need, and it's only like 65 bucks for rims and tires for this thing shipped. So, yep, that's what we're gonna do. All right, dog, you enjoying the new deck? All right, so like I said, everybody, just stay tuned, and hey, maybe we'll pull it behind the tuk-tuk one day. It's light enough. That tuk-tuk will yank that bad boy around. Not on that trailer. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. That's what YouTube's for. Alright guys, until next time, later taters.